The Icons entered week 3 looking absolutely untouchable. They had the power. They had the numbers. They were in the kind of position where nobody was able to make a move without wondering, how are they going to react when I do this? They had already won the first 2 HOHs. They were in the biggest alliance. They earned the first 2 trips to the BB time machine. And of course, somehow, Devins managed to find the only Big Brother equivalent to a hidden immunity idol. What's going on, everyone? I'm Dak, and week 3 of Big Brother is in the books. We've officially started week 4. We had an eviction. We have a new HOH crowned, and we have the biggest alliance in the house blowing itself up. This week, we started watching them start breaking that alliance structure down. The alliance structure they worked so hard and did so well building and setting themselves up for the long-term game could very well be what brings the Icons to their demise. The reason this even matters isn't because we have 3 Icons, returning players, vets, coming back into the house, sliming their way out of the rut that a lot of times they find themselves in, being surrounded by all new players. It's usually a big uphill climb for them to establish themselves in a position of power. But they already did that. They did that early, week 1. Despite their individual reputations, despite their prominence once they first entered the house, it all pretty much went under the rug. And no one really seemed to care about the 3 experts that knew how to play games like these and knew how to manipulate players like them. And Devins already has the diamond power of veto. He's got that in his pocket. Every week that Devins doesn't go home for the next 5 weeks is another week that we can say, well, yeah, he'll be here at least next week. But what's going to happen when he no longer has that idol in his pocket? He's not going to be able to go dig in the backyard for another one. I would be just as frustrated with Drew if I was in that house with the rest of them. But at the moment, he's not that big of a threat to them. When everyone liked him, he had a great influence in the game. Everyone was listening. Almost everyone was listening to him. He was able to get Camu. If I say Keanu, I'm sorry. Honestly, after yesterday, most of y'all have heard about it. Not really sorry. Actually, I am. I'm sorry to Keanu that I keep mixing them up. That's not fair to Keanu. And, I'm sorry, cause even the HOH last week, who was dead set on his nominations from the very get-go, did not give any of the other Icons the opportunity to persuade him or even offer opposing arguments. Drew was able to get in there and convince him to backdoor Jason this week. But by the end of the week, when he was trying desperately to save Mallory, no one wanted to hear it. What happened? But if he can gain even just a little bit of favor over the next couple of days, he just might be able to set some pieces in play to get himself out of the hot seat. But even if everything goes to plan, and the tool shed gets out someone from the other side, and Drew never goes up, I don't see these people staying together like this much longer. I am impressed that they have been able to manage as long as they have. But I think it's about to get heated, and we're in that calm before the storm. And when this storm starts, I think we're looking at a monsoon. I don't think Jason's a bad player at all. I don't think the game of Big Brother is the game or the competition show or the reality show he was built for. But he knew the game. He understood it. And he went in and played what he believed was his best version of his game. Whether that actually was his best version of the game, I don't know. I definitely could see him doing much better a few years from now. I don't know in that short time span how much he learned about himself that he didn't already know, but he definitely was someone that was willing to admit, hey, I messed up. I need to fix that. And he even asked, what can I do to improve? Like, I'm trying. I thought I was doing better. I think if he has the opportunity to sit back and look at these last 3 weeks, the game he played, where he went wrong, what he did right, because he did do some things really right. Not a lot, but some things. He was fun to watch. He was funny to watch, at least as far as the non-game aspects. He does seem very like self-aware of his own perception. Even if it's maybe slightly after the fact, he gets it real quick. And that's not the case for everyone out there. He rolls with it. And to me, that was beyond evident in his exit interview last night with Julie. He was voted out 12-0. Anyone's going to be bummed by that. And I'll be honest, we have not had a blockbuster end that heartbreaking yet. We do have a new HOH for week 4. This is your warning. Get ready. Here it comes. You've been warned. A Haley HOH for week 4. Yeah, it's okay. I'm just as bored and bummed as you are. I know. Because Haley wants to target Taylor this week. Now, Taylor is on the other side of the house. She's not one of her allies. She's not a member of the tool shed. She's not Drew. She just doesn't trust her. She's been very hard on Taylor. Chuck even told her that Taylor was crying, and she basically said, yeah, good, she should be crying. But she did state that her 3 nominees that she was looking at to put up this week are Taylor, Melody, and Drew. She doesn't want to put up all 3 girls. I honestly, for her sake, I don't know why. I don't know. If someone were to win the veto, at the moment it looks like Lala would come down, but that's if these nominations are even locked in. I'm not sure if Drew's going to go up this week. This is before the nominations have happened, so it's going to be really fun to see what she does end up doing. If she does put Drew up, I think that's going to finally be the final crack. I don't think that's going to be... It's not going to blow everything up yet. But if she puts up Drew, I fully expect by the end of this week that the tool shed will be completely done. They're going to try and cut Drew and Barrett loose if they can. Now, Barrett's an interesting case study. They're worried about Barrett. They're cautious of him for sure, but they're not that worried about Barrett. Not to the same extent that they are worried about Drew. I think it's kind of funny that from my perspective, it looks like Barrett is even more interested in trying to target the icons and turn on them than Drew is. But those are just my thoughts, guys. The most important thing, what I want to hear from, is what you guys think. What do you think about all of the events of week 3? Did you like that Jason went home? Did you like that Devins won the very infamous Diamond Power of Veto idol? But otherwise, that's going to do it for now. We'll see you next time. If you made it this far, if you made it through the whole video, what are you doing? What are you doing? Just subscribe. What are you doing? Later.